Hello, I'm David Chaston with 9 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, including news of slightly disappointing US jobs news. The eagerly awaited US employment data for July was out on Saturday morning. The US economy added 209,000 jobs last month, lower than expected, but still that was the fifth straight month of employment gains above 200,000 and added to optimism that their recovery was continuing at a good pace. However, for all that, their participation rate is stuck at a low level, 62.9%. That's 72% for men and 58.5% for women. The US Fed is waiting to see more people get back into the labour market and wages start to rise before they'll start increasing their interest rates. Over the weekend in China, their central bank said it will refrain from broader monetary easing to support growth after warning of the dangers of the country's rapid growth in credit and their money supply. And on Saturday, there was a major set of business data released for July. Firstly, the Chinese services sector stumbled slightly, coming in at a 6-month low as new orders rose at their weakest rate in at least a year. Still, the sector is expanding well by any measure. US factory output growth has held close to its 50-month high. India's factory PMI hit a 17-month high, while the Eurozone barely showed any expansion. Perhaps the surprise of the releases was that Australian manufacturing sector moved into expansion mode in July, following 8 months of contraction. In fact, only 6 of 25 key economies surveyed recorded contraction, so the world's factories are in good shape. However, the grand global free trade agreement drawn up in meetings in Bali last December has finally failed. It was blocked over a number of fundamental disagreements, mostly by developing nations and mostly relating to agriculture, including India's demands for concessions on stockpiling of food. The focus now goes back on the big regional agreements like the Trans-Pacific Partnership and the TTIP. In Australia, there are strong indications they too may adopt a Volker Rule, where Australia's banks have to legally separate their trading arms from their lending and deposits businesses. It is David Murray who's making the suggestion. After the sharp equity market falls on Friday in New York, US Treasury 10-year yields fell back to 2.49%. The oil price has fallen further on the US benchmark and is now under $98 a barrel. On the Brent benchmark, it is now under $105 a barrel. Gold, however, rose and is now at $1,293 an ounce. We start today with the New Zealand dollar unchanged from where we left at the end of last week. We're now just under 85 US cents, just under 91.5 Aussie cents, and the TWR is at 79.7. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.